Okay, we're talking to Catharine Pendrel after conclusion of the second round of the 2009 Mountain Bike World Cup here in Offenburg, Germany, where Catharine just finished 6th after a pretty amazing ride up through the field from starting back in 51st place.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think, right up there with one of the hardest races I've ever done. Super happy with how I was able to move up in the beginning of the race. I think played a pretty good race. Tried to share the workload with the group I was in. I was in the chase group behind Falana. Then at the last lap, I just couldn't stick with some of the efforts that were going out. I was feeling a little bit hurting and just had to dig as best I could to finish it off.
So I'm assuming overall, you know, just one spot off the podium, which is hard, but I'm assuming you're pretty happy with how you did?
Yeah, definitely. You know, early on in the race, I was feeling pretty positive about the way it could finish. Definitely 6 isn't bad at all, though. Yeah, and give me some confidence going into next week, and I'll definitely be trying to get on that podium next week for sure. Okay.
Now, in the middle of the race, it looked like you were being one of the most aggressive ones in that chase group. I saw you quite a bit at the front, and you were doing work. Yeah. Was it you just trying? Were they sort of lagging a bit, or what was happening?
I think early on in the race, we were still only 25 seconds off Falana. There was still the possibility that we could bridge up, so I wanted to keep the pace high, and I wasn't sure how the other girls were going to be riding things, so I just wanted to get a feel for how fast we could descend and if they could stick with me, and if they'd stick with me on the climb, see if I could stretch it, because once we caught up to Arena, I was kind of hoping we might be able to pop her. She'd be tired, but she was able to stick in, and then once I realized that the group was going to stick together, I decided at that point that I'd sit in a bit more.
Now Ren, she's a bit of a surprise. Well, I mean, nobody really knew how strong she was.
Yeah.
She sort of came up from behind and joined you guys, and then where did she finally sort of jump up front?
She did the exact same move as last year. She passed me in the exact same spot. This year I was able to stick with her for half the climb. She caught us on the single track climb on the back side. And I was the only girl that stuck with her for a while, but then she was able to keep maintaining that pace, and I couldn't hold it. And then Lena and I think Arena was on Lena's wheel. They bridged back up to me, and then it was us three together for a while.
Okay, good. So a bit of a rest this week, and then I guess you're looking forward to getting on that podium in Hoofleys.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to starting a little further up and getting onto a course I think suits me. I think this one suits me as well, but it should be another good course.
Good. Well, thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rob.